And let me, by the same token, thank all UK authorities who have been helping. We're not doing it out of politics. This is not the job of the IMF. We're doing it because it's a significant downside risk, number one. And second, it's not just a domestic issue. I know it is a big domestic issue for many of you, but it's an international issue. I don't think that in the last 6 months, I have visited a country anywhere in the world where I have not been asked what will be the economic consequences of Brexit.
Let's turn to your questions, and if you could please identify yourself by name and affiliation.
It's a combination of the current situation with the weakness that I have identified of the current account deficit, north of 5%, I'll remind you, and the potential immediate outcome of the no vote and the level of uncertainty that would certainly lead to serious disruptions. So the combination of all that could potentially, and that's one of the many probabilities, lead to a technical recession. Yes.
They're here so they can outline the initial findings of the IMF's annual Article 4 assessment. The IMF today finds that a vote to leave would cause, in their words, a protracted period of heightened uncertainty, financial market volatility, and a hit to output, in other words, a hit to growth. They say that the long-term impact on incomes in Britain would, in their words, likely be negative and substantial. And they note that the market reaction to these adverse economic effects could entail, in their words, a sudden stop of investment flows into key sectors, sharp drops in house prices, and sharp drops in equity or share prices too, and the costs of borrowing for households and businesses could rise. And the IMF also put to rest the fallacy that's been peddled by those who say Britain will have more money for public services if we're not paying into the EU budget. The IMF are very clear today. The hit to growth we could expect from a vote to leave would cost our public finances more than the amount we'd gain from no longer contributing to the EU budget. Put simply, the IMF says a vote to leave costs us money.